Welcome, viewers. This is Wadidja. That's what did you do? What did you think? What did you enjoy? And here we are to enjoy Warframe as we go through the Höllavania Mall that has been put into the game in honor of the preview for Warframe 1999, which is due to come out later this year. I want to go ahead and kind of do a little bit more of a consolidated tour of the mall than I did last time. And as well, my footage from that experience unfortunately got horribly deleted when I changed my password and Google accounts reset. Well, not reset, but recovered my account. I didn't need to have it recovered. I just wanted to change my password. And there's something wrong with the system between Google, YouTube, and YouTube Studio. And long story short, they can't be recovered. And I lost like almost 40 videos because of that. And definitely my account wasn't compromised. It was due to their restore function. So beware. When I get a little bit more info about everything, I'm going to go ahead and put a video about that too. But on to the pleasantries. We're here at the mall. As we, go ahead and check out each one of the characters' dialogue of the Hex. We'll go ahead and also to do a little walk around sightsee of the mall and have a good look at the environment as well, because it is very, very picturesque. The imagery is quite striking in everything here. It's really cool what they did with it. I do wish they actually allowed us to have a few more interactions within the environment. I guess one of the main aspects is definitely having the ability to hear and see the Hex, which they consider a new faction within Warframe. And that's a poster for the band On-Lyne, and that's their song playing in the background. But yeah, it'd be nice if they had a few more interactions.
Never see what dark as your rooftops, inevitable like the rain, handing out constellations in a transient connection. Boom, smoke, and ghost.
Yeah, this is one of the other characters as well. He is not, I don't believe he's actually considered a Protoframe. I'm actually trying to reference his name because it's not let's go ahead and walk away for a second.
Don't look up, Doctor.
Yeah, you actually have to unfortunately walk back and forth to actually get all of their dialogue, and I'm trying to negotiate the point of looking his name up.
Plenty to be thinking about.
Yeah, he's target practicing at these posters here of Albrick, it looks like.
Often needs to lead the major to me in it. Respect my methods.
cue another cuts. He's got more dialogue, I know.
You with me, Eleanor? How deep in you go? See anything you fancy, girl?
How deep can you go? That's funny. I think you got a little thing for her. Yeah, she fine. She nice. That's for sure.
Amir is a weak boy. Like Auntie said, don't be no hoof if frightened. Oi, Lettie! Grab your strap and let's go. Best of 5 buys the drinks. How many men have the ops got? Not enough to be taking me. Never. That's it. Nice and steady. How many men have the ops got? Not enough to be taking me. Never. Often needs to leave the major to me in it. Respect my methods.
Sorry about hearing my son in the background there. Yeah, I believe that's all the options for his dialogue. And like I said, I am still having... Just want to double check, make sure that's it on his dialogue.
That's it. Nice and steady.
Yeah, that sounds like it's everything. They have, it looks like Warframe has updated their little site here about them. Yes, Quincy Issacs is his name. They are including last names now. Last time I looked, it only had the first name. So that's his Quincy Issacs. Issacs? Yes.
Don't mind the waiting. Plenty to be thinking about.
So, alright. Let's see here. Make sure we don't miss anything in the sites to be seen. This is like a little home and home center, I guess you could say. Beds, couches, and refrigerators. And if you're not careful, you will miss who's in here. Let's see here. Go ahead and take a look around. Yeah, this is one thing too that a lot of people kind of run through a game or give you the gameplay, but they don't stop to look and smell the flowers, so to speak. Really take in some of the sights. I won't linger too much, but like I said, it's interesting to see some of the imagery.
Oh, that's going to be a fight. Something bursting. Cross swords. Arthur.
Yeah, this is Eleanor. She is fine. I can understand why. There's a little appeal to her by Quincy. I can dig it. She can scoot over on that couch whenever she'd like. Slide on over there. See if I can get a better view of her. It's awful smoky in here in the way of things. But yeah, this is the Nyx Protoframe. Eleanor.
She's lovely and kind and strong and... I kind of hate her a little bit. Because it should have been her spreading her happiness into everyone's heads and me throwing cars and trucks around.
Yeah, she's really cool. Yeah, they consider, I guess really it's more 5 members of the Hex. And even Quincy is of a batch, I believe, of a type of something. Protoframe, I think,
wonderful. Triple-faced goddess. There's a shadow on her, isn't there?
I'm not really clear as to, perhaps he's a proto of a batch of a Warframe type that we haven't seen yet. Unlike the others, like Eleanor here, being a Nyx type Protoframe. But that's the way the site kind of articulates the point of them. They give them these batch types. Like Eleanor here is batch type Nyx. Okay, I gotta walk out the place to get her to continue jibber jabbering. Okay, come on now. What else you got to say? I know she got more to say. And I need to... Now this is working for everybody else but her for some reason. Right, let's go ahead and take a look around with the sites again real quick. See, cut, and then we'll slip back over. See what else she has to say, because I'm quite sure if I remember correctly, she does have more lines. All of them seem to have a good bit of dialogue from which to explore. And this is the parking garage here. Cool motorcycles and details. And the little trailer for $19.99. You see all of them except for I think all of them are except for Vault, or rather Amir, the riding motorcycles. Of course, Amir being Vault Protoframe, or batch type Vault Protoframe. He is running as fast as everybody, if not faster. But yeah, I believe these are their cyclotrons. I think that's what they're kind of referencing them. And this is the infestation, techno-site virus. I think they have a little slang for it, from what I heard in the little trailer video, or they call it demo gameplay video. Of course, we don't get to actually demo it, but I guess they're demonstrating it in the video, which they are. They refer to it as, I think they call it techno-rot. I think that's what Arthur called it, techno-rot. But yeah, that's the reason why I have my Excalibur proto armor here, to sort of honor the whole 1999 and call back to the inception to Warframe and from Dark Sector. It's always been one of my favorite skins, if not the favorite, for Warframe. From that experience playing Dark Sector, and it's kind of one of the more human looking in the way of its form, of course, but despite how the technovirus has sort of taken over his body, the body of the character, or the skin rather, in the way that it has, and the helmet aspect and the armor pieces, really cool. And I've got the new weapon that we were able to get during the TennoCon broadcast on his back. And in the beginning, you saw from my Tenno having the backpack that you get when you get a TennoCon pass to go to the convention, but also to when you get the digital pass to enjoy the event.
I think Dr. Entrati expected me to survive. I had a lot more than just a cough. But survive I did. And Lettie has not forgiven me for it.
Yeah, I think.
I know you're there. I can feel you. It's okay. I won't tell the others. What on earth is a Morohoshi?
Okay, we're starting to get more of her dialogue here. Okay, now she's stopped again.
Don't expect me to tell you what I've seen inside Amir's head. He's not a beautiful, broken marionette, and he's nobody's project. He's one of us.
Maybe I just need to run far enough away.
Quincy thinks he's going to wake up one night to find me chewing the flesh from his ribs. Maybe he's right.
Oh my goodness, was that a little flirtation back towards Quincy?
Oh, you are going to make such a difference this time around.
It would be nice if they kind of like gave their names in front of the dialogue to help you know without having to look it up which one they are.
I thought there were going to be two of you. Where's the other one?
But yeah, her full name is Eleanor Nightingale. Very cool indeed. Love it. Like it a lot. But yeah, they're going to be giving some of these other competitors, which I've not even bothered to mention their name because it's, it's just a genre that they're competing in, and the fact that they didn't rip a lot of systems from Warframe. But yeah, the fact that they're giving us human-looking faces.
I know you're there. I can feel you. It's okay. I won't tell the others.
When she's talking about Quincy. But yeah, with adding human faces to the bodies of the Warframes, they're going to be giving a lot of fans and artistic renderings of the Warframes, trying to speculate what they look like underneath their helmets or masks.
Blood? Oh, that's going to be a fight. Something bursting. Cross swords. Arthur.
Yeah, they're going to be giving them a lot of fan service here with this. I'm really glad they decided to do it too, because it makes them a whole lot more relatable, I think, personally. despite how cool the Warframes look, the technovirus has really taken over their bodies and mutated them.
What on earth is a Morohoshi?
Yes, I believe we did hear that one before. So I think we're kind of back at the beginning. Let me just get back to where we started with her dialogue. This where she talked about surviving, I believe.
Quincy thinks he's going to wake up one night to find me chewing the flesh from his ribs. Maybe he's right.
Okay, well now I guess it sort of randomizes itself. So I think we have heard all of Eleanor's dialogue there. And we already checked out the garage. Let's see, make sure where we're at here. Get my bearings. So yeah, we checked out the garage. So let's go ahead and check out Arthur. Yeah.
Stop sniffing around my head, Eleanor. If I want to talk, I'll talk.
Yeah, I believe the Eleanor, the Protoframe batch Nyx type, is Arthur's sister. And of course, Arthur is Protoframe batch type Excalibur. And yeah, of course, Eleanor, her last name being Nightingale, Arthur's last name is Nightingale as well. Let me take a look at these little I guess, gambling or casino type machines, I guess. Let's see. We walk far enough away to get him to say something else. Hold up. Damn it. Get turned around here. So, trying to look at too many different things at once.
We'll find you, Doctor. That's a promise.
Let's see, how far do we need to walk away from him?
Question. Could I take Quincy down if he turned on me?
Yeah, see, it's interesting he says that. I honestly do not think Quincy is like the others.
Well, Amir's still alive. That's a win.
In the way that they're Protoframes. At least that's what I think.
We need to keep Lettie on her feet. If she goes, we all go.
Yeah, this little thing I'm referencing here, Warframe, like I said, they updated the point of them. Oh, okay. I didn't even realize if you actually click on their little character cards, the way Warframe is set up, the sort of display of the Hex, it actually gives you a breakdown about the characters. Actually, I had no idea. So apparently, Arthur
even bothered with that cleaning rotor.
is the leader, the coordinator. The character habits, reputation, special notes. But they don't have that little piece of information.
Water, like sodding gold dust.
The way I saw it last time.
One day, are we? No more roadblocks and checkpoints. Just you and me and the bikes. Open road for miles. All this bullshit far away. I swear to soul.
I'm trying to see if I can't find it where, like I said, they reference them with this batch type and...
Still too open. We need more choke points.
I think I've covered his dialogue. Hang on. Need to pay attention.
Yeah. We can hold this place.
See, like once they start repeating, it starts randomizing it too.
Bottled water.
Like sodding gold dust.
You know, okay, I think we got through all of his dialogue. Let me just do one pass.
Don't know why we even bothered with that cleaning rotor.
Yeah. But yeah, Arthur's super cool. Badge type, Protoframe, Excalibur. And it looks like he's blind in his left eye. He has definitely been through it. Look at the scars. Wow. But definitely going to be rocking this. And apparently we can actually recolor, customize the Protoframes of the Hex. From what I remember hearing Rebecca announce at TennoCon. So yeah, he's really cool. It's so dark, can't really get a good look at his armor on the back, but gonna be rocking that in black, y'all. Oh yeah, looking good, looking good. All right, so don't want to walk past. It's a garage, Arthur. You know, you have both sides of the mall and all around it can take into account. All right, we'll go ahead and check out our next Protoframe, which is next.
Arthur needs to keep some fuel in the tank for himself. Goddamn savior complex that man has.
Or rather, Aoi, I believe that's how you pronounce her name. Aoi Morohoshi, I believe that's how they pronounce her name. But she looks awesome. Love the styling and this ability she has with manipulating these metal spheres into cards. This is just dope. Wow. Super cool. Super cool. All right, let's see what else she has to say.
I ought to get some headphones. Then I wouldn't have to hear Quincy work off all that surplus testosterone.
I can stand here and watch her manipulate everything just in itself. I think she has probably the coolest display. I mean, really, I think she's the only one really kind of displaying or using her abilities in, especially to this degree, of this little exhibition of the characters we get to enjoy. Like their pizza advertisements.
Metal, metal, metal. What do you want to be?
Yeah, my son is 2 years old, so he is still figuring it all out. Especially the point that screaming, yelling, and hollering is really best to be reserved for when you are in danger or you've been badly hurt. But you check out her styling, very cool. Got a firearm. Ooh, dual firearms underneath the arms there, shoulder holsters. Oh, sweet, sweet, sweet. Big Bites Pizza.
Aww. If they taken Trotty out, who's gonna look after the mutant jaguar of his? Poor thing won't last 5 minutes in the wild.
She's going to combat a mutant jaguar as well. Did I not run away from her? Oh, is this the pizza vendor? Looks like it. Big square pizza. Big bites.
God damn! Lettie, would you keep your freaking rats out of my space?
Yeah, Lettie, she's referring to the Protoframe Trinity batch type. We'll be enjoying her dialogue options in a minute. She's, for a few minutes, she's upstairs actually. Let's see. Like sometimes it seems like you could just walk a couple steps away and they start repeating the game.
I don't want to go on patrol. I want to take stuff apart.
Wow. Oi. Mag type Protoframe. Very, very cool. Love it. I think we might be getting to her repeat too. Let's just make sure.
Amir! Remember to hydrate!
I think that's new. Yeah, I don't think they're going to allow us to sort of use the color palettes to change their skin tone. More than likely, it'll just probably be their the body skin of them. Maybe
Nearly time for the On-Lyne boys.
Sound like you're excited for the boy band. It may bring out some like optional skins or helmet pieces or even hairstyles, perhaps. Let's see.
Dear past self, we finally got those superpowers we always wanted. What do you know?
Interesting. And it's interesting she says it like that. Like, I wonder if it's alluding to some aspect of time travel or dimensional travel between, like, you know, this period in time. You know, perhaps, you know, in Trotty, Albrecht, he's grabbed all these the members of the Hex, excuse me.
Yep. I can live like this.
From different points in time, perhaps, or maybe it was all from one particular point in time in Earth's history, because they don't seem like they're from the future origin system, or you know, an Oregon era of things.
Amir, remember to hydrate.
Okay, I think she's repeating now. And so with them not seeming as if they're from the future point of the galaxy's time in, you know, the Warframe lore where, you know, we typically play, and I mean, of course, apologize for the degree of spoiler, but, you know, throughout the point of playing, you know, we go through a good span of time from when you first start playing the game until, you know, this current point over the last 10 years, and now we're 2024 of Warframe. So, and it does not seem like any one of the characters, I don't think, or in the way that they speak, in the way that they act, are from that future point that we experience in the game. They seem to be potentially from this era of time, this 1999 era, or somewhere thereabouts. But yeah, with her saying, you know, note the past self, we always got those superpowers, we always wanted that kind of dialogue. That's of this time. If there's sometime we're up there about therein. Let's see. So we got. There's another. Let's see. Okay, yeah. Just gotta make sure we go all the way around. Got some bikes, arcade bikes. But yeah, despite the fact that, you know, there's not a lot to interact with directly within this mall experience, and I've even seen it pronounced, written out, Höllvania. It had an N at the end instead of Höllvania. Höllvania. Get tongue-tied trying to say the word. But yeah, basically I've seen the name of it spelled out a little bit differently rather than just Höllvania. It's Höllvania Mall with the N at the end. And this is from like the Warframe site, Warframe information, like, you know, so. Did I go around there? There you go. Huh. Okay. So yes, we're about to see Amir.
But the one thought none of them spoke out loud was, could Lettie reattach a head?
The Protoframe vault batched type vault batch. He is super cool playing 2 video games at the same time. I mean, he's moving so fast it's hard to get a good look at him. Like, you basically gotta catch a good angle and just wait for him to come back. And I think what we're hearing in the distance there is a potential another member of the Hex. I think he's considered another member of the Hex. I don't know. Maybe it's just a voice actor. Or is it just a game or a cephalon? I think there's a cephalon that's a part of the group. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, Vault here. Is super cool.
Not happening.
And I love the ethnic diversity they give to the Warframe in general in the game. But yeah, Amir Beckett is his name. Very nice. Wow, very cool. Okay, let's go ahead and try to see if we can check out some more of his dialogue.
This violent video game is influencing my emotions. Societal norms eroding. Morality subsumed. I must kill.
Wow. Oh, here we go.
Hey, Arthur! 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 Arthur? Arthur! Ah, you missed it.
Yeah, they consider him the technician and electronics specialist. Did I not walk far enough away?
A little zap and infinite credit. No more insert coin. Not that we could insert coin. We have no coin. Once we had coin, but now Owie has smushed all the coin. Coin.
Oh, they're pronouncing the mag type Owie. I thought it was Aoi. Aoi. Or is he just making fun of the way her name's pronounced? I'm not sure. I thought I heard like Rebecca and the others refer to her name as Aoi, not Owie. I don't know.
We're getting a little too excited. Let's step it down. Step it down before we get the blue cracklies. In 1, 2, out 1, 2.
Super cool. Last time I kind of did my little tour And like when I first loaded into this, when they just released it, it was like about a couple of hours before the end of TennoCon, and they hadn't really announced certain things.
Space Cadet.
Like the characters, for example, of the Hex, they weren't even in the mall. And I had mad footage of walking around the mall, taking my time. I thought that was all there was, and luckily a viewer commented on the video and was like, "Yo, they load back in. They have
This place used to smell so good. Coffee, cookies, fresh, clean socks. Now it's just rust, pain, and old socks.
They got characters in there." I'm like, characters? Because I mean, like the Hex weren't even in, until after TennoCon live, ended. After they finished all their presentations and the live stream broadcast ended, that's when you actually got to.
I'm Quincy. I'm gonna blow out your kneecaps. Mash open your cheap jaw, boy.
Yeah, everybody's kind of ragging on Quincy a little bit, except for Eleanor. She might have a little thing for him. In response to his attraction to her. But yeah, it's like, so I like loaded back in. It was like, oh snap, we got
Did they never
characters.
make a console port?
And his dialogue just a minute ago, where he was talking about how the place smelled, like I think they're definitely from this era, definitely from this time. May not always be from this place, but it seems like Amir is.
Eleanor? Are you there? Can you give my brain a hug, please? Oh, thank you.
She seems to be a telepath. That's cool, because I don't recall in the lore they mentioning the Nyx type Warframe being a telepath.
I'm Quincy. I'm gonna blow out your kneecaps. Mash open your cheap jaw, boy.
Yeah, I think he's starting to repeat himself now. Yeah, this is the rest of the arcade. But yeah, I think I kind of cut myself off early a little bit too, or just didn't finish the thought, but about how there's a lack of things to interact with. And nevertheless, there's a lot of detail to soak in.
None of them spoke out loud once. Could Lettie reattach a head?
You can't handle the heat.
There's a lot of, like, to me, I guess, lore pieces to all this
Waiting to happen.
in the environment. And though we don't get the full context of, like, their dialogue from the Hex and their characters,
A little zap and infinite credit. No more insert coin. Not that we could insert coin. We have no coin. Once we had coin, but now Owie has smushed all the coin.
it's rather telling.
Boring.
Apparently, you do not need to leave here, and he'll eventually repeat himself,
How's it hanging?
at least to some degree. But yeah, I believe we got all his dialogue.
This violent video game is influencing my emotions. Societal norms eroding. Morality subsumed. I must kill.
Yeah, so I think if you stick around long enough, they start repeating, but I think you got to walk around. You just can't stand still, because I'll be honest with you, when I first encountered them, when I loaded back into the game, and but yeah, when I loaded back into the game for the first time and started enjoying the characters again, as far as their dialogue, I was standing there, looking at them, admiring them, and like they weren't saying anything else. I thought they would just had one-liners. And then when I started revisiting them, I was like, oh, wait a minute, they're starting to say other stuff. And but I didn't know what was triggering it, and so I kept walking around. I thought it was going to the other characters and going back to these characters is what triggered the dialogue, but it wasn't. You just needed to walk away and come back, or walk around in some capacity. I believe the way I just did with Vault, checking him out. But yeah, you got this cool skylight with a peep out into the world that's depicted in 1999, which is, you know, it's interesting with this event or circumstance that's pulled them all to 1999. I believe from the sort of backstory or inspiration, so to speak, for why they sort of picked this point in time in history is because of the whole Y2K issue or you know, fear and you know, speculation of some kind of disaster that was going to happen when the year 2000 actually hit, and you know, the various different algorithms and time set aspects to a lot of programming in a lot of world systems and economies and what have you. You know, it was going to just freak out and have some kind of mad breakdown. Like, I believe there were a couple little weird things that went down with some certain systems, but I don't think that it was, you know, I do not recall or remember anything major happening when it went down. Because, yeah, I was a young adult at that time. So yeah, we'll look around here for a second. It seems to be some kind of cyber cafe. Early style. Coffee shop. So yeah, I believe we have just check down. Yeah, we just came from here. Okay. I believe we have the Trinity batch type to take a look at here. And yes, the Chieta. Hold on. I'm trying to pronounce her name right in a second.
I swear, should love Aoi and Amir and Akuna. Didn't sign up for no babysitting gig.
Very nice. Love the hairstyle. Definitely brings me to. I mean, it. My son sounds worse than a fire alarm. But yeah, this is, her hairstyle is so sweet. I believe her name is Leticia, Lettie Garcia. She is the Protoframe Trinity batch type. Look at her gear. That is nice. Very cool. A little healing aspects. I think those are the little rodents that they were referring to that they didn't particularly care for. But yeah, her hairstyle, I mean, just, I mean, the movie Blade Runner, the first iteration of it, with Sean Young and Harrison Ford, like, I think this was the inspiration for her hairstyle personally, but you never know. But it's definitely a classic hairstyle from back in the day. Yeah, she is mad cool looking. Love it. Like I said, the ethnic variety is just wonderful. Dacia, maybe that's how you pronounce her name. But like I said, they have in parentheses Lettie, and I believe that's what I heard one of the other members refer to as Lettie. Payphones. I see, like, it would have been cool if you could hang this phone up and then it just, you know, randomly or whatever on its own just sort of fall off or something like that. I mean, when you walk away or whatever, or at some point in time for another player to hang it back up.
Being loved and being hurt? Yeah, I make no distinction. I knew someone once wired the same way. Kept me sane. And what of it? Te crees muy acá? No, get out of my head, Eleanor.
But you know, the other option would be just to hang it up and it just doesn't stay on the receiver. But yeah.
I got nothing to prove to you, Quincy. Go play your little games, Niño.
But yeah, like I said, she's a little negative on Quincy too. Like I said, so far, Eleanor was about the only one that gave some kind of, I don't know, may not have been favorable response.
The Lady Eleanor ain't no more freaky than the last time you checked in. Less, you know, different.
Because she said something about eating on his ribs or something like that. Like, maybe that wasn't a flirtatious remark. I'm not, we'll see when we get to enjoy it.
For this. I'll be home, Mama. Your little girl doesn't end here. No te preocupes.
Yeah, it's interesting. Whatever they've been, whatever's happened to them, they actually think, or at least she does, she thinks she's going to be able to go home after all this.
Man, I've been awake so long, the spiders in my head have all gone to sleep.
But yeah, it's really nostalgic in a way for me. Like I said, I grew up when before malls became a thing, and then malls were a thing, and then malls stopped being a thing.
The boss says care for his sister. I care for his sister. As long as you still are his sister. And as long as I feel like listening to him.
Very cool. Yeah, Warframe, it really, I mean, Digital Extremes, they really have always done an excellent job with the presentation. It's, and of course, throughout the years, improved the graphics of it. And I believe this is their own engine that they use. I don't quote me on that either.
Watch out, unless you're pissing blood right this second, whatever it is can wait.
Damn, piss and blood. Wow. Okay. But I believe they created their own game engine. I mean, because I've never seen any other game have this visual display in the manner that they're able to present it to us. It's quite cinematic, and I mean they've for a minute been doing these flawless aspects.
Aui, chill, hermana. Do something for yourself for once. Arthur ain't gonna blow away if you blink.
Where you have a seamless transition from a cinematic into the gameplay, and but it's always been well presented, even from its inception. My wife said to me back in the days, she was like, "This is like an expensive game."
Yeah, I make no distinction. I knew someone once wired the same way. Kept me sane. And what of it? Te crees muy acá? No, get out of my head, Eleanor.
Yeah. Your styling is very cool, very, very cool. A lot of little details. But yeah, she was like, "This looks like an expensive game." I was like, "It's free to play." She was like, This is well known, and it is very little in life that is free. It's always going to require some aspect of your time and effort at the very least. And time is a very finite thing. Despite the manner in which money is created infinitely, one may not have an infinite ability to gain it. But these free-to-play games, they're going to make their money by you know, the purchases in game and the elements of, you know, pay to play faster or play to enjoy more. There, it's not pay to play. They felt like, luckily the industry felt like that was too exploitive, and people sued over the point of the exploitation of pay to win. But you are paying to play faster or more efficiently with various different things sooner in acquisition of various different things that don't impact the ability to win. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, it's kind of debatable in a lot of ways. If you're able to pay and get some particular weapon that's stronger than someone out than the normal version that someone now has to spend hours to grind, resources to build, and you can just buy your prime pack and have the weapon and start rocking out. I mean, you're sort of winning a little bit faster than somebody else. I don't know. Like I said, it's debatable. I remember in my video, talking about my 9 years of experience and like over 3,500 hours playing. I mentioned the point of the systems and the manner that Warframe has done a pretty good job in an ethical way of implementing their strategy to earn money in the process of the pay to play. And I said something like, it's pay to win elements or aspects, but it's not pay to win. Or so I qualified my statement, but yeah, they were kind of upset that I even referenced the point of pay to win in the statement at all. And I'm like, I get you, and I respect your point. I get it. I mean, take a look at some of these definitions out here
right this second. Whatever it is can wait.
About it, despite your opinion on the point. But, I do respect it and understand that, that can be a hot topic for folks when it comes to that whole pay to win.
Yo, Aoi, chill, hermana. Do something for yourself.
So, yeah, this seems to be the extent of the mall and the extent of the dialogue of the characters. Taking a look at the skylight. Yeah, the helicopters in the background. I wonder if I can jump on this. Oh, I can. Okay, cool. That's open. Everybody knows. I think this is as high as I can jump. Yeah. I wish I could walk around in the mall in my Tenno, but you hear that boop, 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 boop sound. I'm trying to do my transference. You can't do it. It's kind of like the relays, the other relays in the game. You can't use your operator transfer out of your Warframe. I think it's probably to protect the lore and, sort of integrity of the experience of the game, where, I know when we first started playing, you had no idea, 9-10 years ago, you had no idea that there was a thing called an operator, or, you did not understand that there were two references or entities in reference to the point of a Tenno. There are the Warframes themselves, and then there are the operators. And I mean, depending on how you regard it, both are considered Tenno, or one and the same are Tenno. But yeah, the point of it's mad cool, and the fact that we get to age up or go back, we can have a choice between both age groups of the Tenno, of the operator rather, is great. The customization of them, they've improved over the years, fantastic. And yeah, like I said, this to me is kind of an evolution, but it would have been nice if it was there in the beginning. But to present it at this point in time with these human faces on these Protoframes, it's probably the better strategy. I mean, because to me, this is the most preferred aspect. I mean,
Amir is a weak boy. Like Auntie said, don't be no who for right time.
Yeah, it's interesting. Quincy has a little bug about the rest of them too. Look at his eyes glowing red. I think he is a cyborg of some sort, or I'm not 100% sure, but or maybe his eyes have been enhanced. But yeah, he almost has a Grenierish type styling, but I don't think he's considered a Protoframe. He might be. But like I said, the little descriptor that DE had up on the Warframe their web page, it did reference him as a batch type, but it did not. I don't believe it said Protoframe. Like batch type C1 something. Like I have to try to. I hope they have that page still up and they didn't change it to what I'm just seeing here. Hopefully it's this page I'm looking at right here where they give these little character cards and sort of descriptors of them is an addition to the other. But yeah, he's considered range, fire, support, sharpshooter. Got dreads. I know when I first saw him, I was like, wait a minute, is this a boy, a girl? I'm not sure. But yeah, it seems to be a male of some sort. But yeah, mad cool. Definitely going to look forward to it. The 1999.
Oh, she's wonderful. Triple-faced goddess. There's a shadow on her, isn't there?
I think she's referring to Trinity. Lettie. Triple-faced goddess. I wonder, Eleanor might have a little female persuasion in the taste of desire. Okay, interesting. Well, she may enjoy both houses. Her hair is super cool. Very nice. Yeah. People gonna be loving this. But yeah, like I said, to have these Protoframes come into existence, and I mean, I remember a lot of people were saying like, got a little confused about the wording, and so did I for a minute, because to refer to these as Protoframes, and then they actually do have.
We need to keep Lettie on her feet. If she goes, we all go.
They also too have the concept of the proto armor, which Excalibur here is wearing. My Excalibur Umbra, I have him in this Excalibur proto armor. And then there's proto Warframe.
No more roadblocks and checkpoints. Just you and me and the bikes. Open road for miles. All this bullshit far away. I swear to soul.
They have these deluxe type skins and what have you, which I believe they refer to as proto Warframe skins. So
yeah, we can hold this place.
So it's interesting. Like I believe there may be considered several stages to say the evolution of what we understand of Warframe. So you know there's, as far as just looking at the or dealing with the Warframe itself, like there is the aspect.
Eleanor, are you there? Can you give my brain a hug, please?
There's the aspect of the kind of try to do it in order, from what I'm understanding at the moment. There is the Protoframe. Then you have the, I believe you could probably say, the inception of the technovirus, which is what you see happening in Dark Sector to its main protagonist, and the result of it is really the body you see underneath of this proto armor, like the abdomen, the right arm. That's an aspect of the mutation that the technovirus had on the individual. Everything else is armor. And then you had the Warframes, which I believe are definitely, the technovirus, the technocyte virus, I believe that's the proper reference for it, with this quote-unquote infestation, the aspect of the helminth. I believe that is the next step in that aspect. And then you have the Warframe evolution to like full-blown, there's the technovirus, technocyte, infection and mutation, as well as like sort of say the evolved look of them, versus the proto-Warframes, which, where there's sort of say more tangible or physical elements within their costuming and their armor, similar to the way this proto armor has, versus like with the Warframe full evolution, like their outer shell seems to be something that's a part of them per se and not separate. Like it can be torn off or ripped away, like what you see when you get Excalibur Umber. Like one of his helmets is damaged, and you see the full look of what these Warframes probably all look like in a way underneath, and the mutation, the effect of the mutation on their bodies. And you see quite clearly that Excalibur Umber is blind. And I believe in the lore for Excalibur, it references that point of him being blind because he was able to deal with the void and the dark sector areas and the infestation in a way like no other could and survive. So yeah, this is the Höllavania Mall. I believe we've gone through it all and checked out all the sites. Wait a minute, I just want to take another peek in the garage, because I was really hoping that they were good. I don't show Arthur's motorcycle, which it doesn't seem like they do. Wait, where did we get to the garage? At least it doesn't look like the bike that's in the, I don't see the bike that's in the trailer. Where's the garage at? This is going back upstairs. Yeah, they definitely got the, if you're not, if you don't know where you're going thing, you're going to get lost thing in a mall. Here we go. So yeah, here's the garage again. Take a look at these sweet bikes. Yeah, I was a motorcyclist myself for like 18 years, 17, 18 years. And that's the reason why I like on my channel, I've got myself with my leathers and one of my motorcycles that I had, and actually the last one I ever had, kind of let it go due to some chronic pain, which I had for like 15 years. I mean, I've gotten beyond it now where I'm far more functional in my life, but then I had, me and my wife, we had our son, and, wifey was like, we want you here, so I might want to put the motorcycle down there. And like I said, I truly, thoroughly had my time with it, and I mean, I would love to revisit it again, and I probably will, if all being willing. But yeah, I was a serious, dedicated rider. I mean, I'd put anywhere from at a minimum 5,000 miles on a motorcycle to 11. I think I came close to 12,000 miles on a motorcycle a year, just riding it. I mean, because I was a full-time motorcyclist. It's like if it didn't rain or snow, or wasn't super cold or super hot, I was on it. But like the optimal temperatures was pretty much, I'd say at a minimum 35 degrees to a maximum of like 95, because I like to do it proper. Full leathers, helmet, gloves, the whole nine. And per usual, as my styling in the games, I had to rock the black leathers. I mean, I had to go all black, it's just no exception for me. And so yeah, the way I rock it in the games, I rocked it like that in real life. It ain't no half stepping. So yeah, let's go ahead and close out the mall experience with a little sight and sound from the On-Lyne music group. Somebody said they really missed the 90s. Yeah, right on. It was a fun time. It was a fun time. Oh man, I tell you. Let's see, where's this damn sound stage? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, me too, definitely. Me too. Oops. Hold on. There we go. But yeah, it's like I said, the part I'm most hyped for, like I said, you get to play as this human Warframe with the abilities. That shit I'm excited for. Here's the stage. Here we go. Yeah, I hope it comes out closer to fall. Shit. If it's in one more month, that's not bad. Shit. 1 month. Yeah. It's better than yeah, see what I'm saying? Is there anything else to do here? Is it just a neat thing to look at? I'm telling you, man, a lot of people really wanted something to interact with. Well, I'm off, then have fun grooving to this song. Yeah, I guess. Looks like looks like some people have put on the, I believe it's the there's an emote from Octavia which allows you to dance around. I think that's what they're using to dance. I don't have that emote in, but yeah, that's cute. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's what they're using. gonna be in May, man. Get out of here, bro. Standing in the way of my clap, bro. So yeah, this is the mall experience. But yes, so we'll head on back, and you know, appreciate you viewers for sticking around for the tour, and for those that saw my previous episode, I tried to consolidate a little bit more, kind of do it a little bit more efficiently, rather. But yeah, this is, like I said, this is my Excalibur here, and though like it, you know, it's all black. I have some variations to the black to a degree, and I have, you know, other versions of things too. Like this is probably my favorite, even though it's kind of Frankensteinish, with the proto armor, but using the, what do you call it, Excalibur Caduto helmet, and the prime details for Excalibur Umbra, which is kind of funny. They say it like that. It's like Excalibur Umbra is not a prime, but I guess for the sake of programming and time, they just decided to just leave it as toggle prime parts. But yeah, they are, he's a separate thing unto himself in the way he is. You know, Umbra, and not a prime, because Excalibur Prime was only available to the founders, and you know, Warframe decided to honor that by never letting anyone else ever have an Excalibur Prime. I mean, for years, because Excalibur was my main, I mean, dedicated to him. Like, I just rejected the whole prime weapons too. Like, I mean, I got them for my mastery rank purposes, but you know, I just like to have things as a unit. I like to have, you know, consistency and flow, and despite, you know, whatever benefits they would give me, I was like, I'm a rock with the regular versions. And, I'm over it now, and plus, due to the fact that I have Umbra, it made the difference for that point. But yeah, if I wasn't using a prime Warframe, I wasn't using a prime weapon. But, you know, I do it now with Umbra. It's all good. But yeah, so thank you all again for viewing. And it's definitely been cool. I'm glad I caught it again before the Höllavania Mall went away, you know, especially seeing that my footage got deleted horribly. But I will be backing this up as well, and making some more short clips of the different characters to put up too. So I'll be back soon with another video, and definitely take care and enjoy.